Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be, think you know the narcissist? Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So the narcissist, whether you were in a past relationship with them or a present, the narcissist, do you ever really know who they are? You don't. You may think you do, but you don't. You see, the narcissist is always changing. Remember this, when you were with the narcissist, what were they doing? That's right, if you said black, they said white. They wouldn't agree with you, and they would very infrequently do anything other than what they wanted to do. Things that made sense to you, things that were common sense, like let's say healthier behaviors that you were accustomed to encountering and experiencing, all of a sudden they were thrown out the window, and the narcissist may do something completely different. And you would be shaking your head like, what is this? Like, who does this? I don't get it. But again, because you were in the narcissistic relationship, you just gave them a pass, you moved on, you said it's just they're having a bad day, or no problem, it's okay, I understand, we all make mistakes. The thing is, you ignored many red flags and you ignored your instincts throughout the narcissistic relationship. And you kept on giving to a fault, but the point of that is that you never really knew the narcissist, and you certainly don't know them now. Watch this one. Let's say that you were discarded after a period of time in a narcissistic relationship. And then all the things that you liked, like let's say it was fishing, boating, sailing, surfing, skiing, all these things that you liked that the narcissist appeared to like. And then of course, let's be real, over time they didn't, because you liked it, that meant that they couldn't like it. But the point is, they appeared in the beginning to like these things. And then all of a sudden you hear news about the narcissist, and let's be real, you don't want to. This is an example. And all of a sudden, they're now into painting, reading literature, going to plays, going to museums, things like that. And you're like, who is that? That's not the person I know. That's not the person that I was with for X period of time. You're right, it's not. And do you know why that is? That's right. It's because the narcissist was wearing a mask with you, and now they're wearing a completely different mask with the new supply. Think about that. The narcissist is always shape-shifting. They're changing the direction, the course of the conversation, of the trajectory of their lives and your life if you're still in the relationship with them. There is no rhyme or reason to what the narcissist does other than to say they manipulate, they destroy, rinse, wash, repeat. That's what they do. So that's why they're always changing. You never know who the narcissist is. There are so many examples. Think about when you went on vacation. Would they ever sit down next to you and just spend quiet time and relax? Absolutely not. They had to be on their smartphone looking for new supply. Why? Because it's another opportunity for them to change. It's another opportunity for them to wear a brand new mask and to fool somebody else. Yeah, even on vacation. It's true. You see, picture this. Picture the narcissist waking up each and every day. They open up their closet and boom, there are thousands of masks. They get to choose which one to put on that day. And yes, it includes when you're in the relationship with them and when you're having breakfast with them, as an example. Maybe that morning they're going to completely invalidate you, stonewall you, act like you don't exist. That again, it's a form of manipulation and it's a form of control. But that's because the narcissist is getting ready. They're preparing for the new person they're going to encounter that day, or the new people. You see, the narcissist is on a constant quest for something they will never find, an insatiable appetite for finding that bright, shiny object, finding the new, beautiful thing that's going to fulfill them, that's going to make them feel alive and validated and that they're worth something, and it's going to make them just feel whole. We know now that this is impossible. The narcissist can never be satiated. They can never be satisfied. What does the narcissist do? They continue to roam around the planet, blowing up families, relationships, anything they possibly can, businesses, familiar relations, whatever they want to, because they're never satisfied. They're always looking for something new that they will never find. It's almost as if this game of life, which it's not a game, but to them it's a game of life, and they just want to go around and take from as many people as they possibly can without even thinking about the consequences or the ramifications of what they may do. They don't care. They don't look backwards and say, wow, I made a mistake. I blew up that relationship. What was I thinking? No, they just move on and they ghost people and disappear and they go to the new supply, and so on and so on and so on. So do you know the narcissist? You don't. You never did. And if you really dig back into your memory when you first met them, and maybe you thought you did, and maybe you thought you were in love, or maybe you thought this was going to be a great relationship, maybe a great business deal, or a great neighbor, or a great friend, that was all a mirage. Each and every thing that they did was meant to manipulate you, to trick you, to trap you, to dupe you, until they found a new source of supply or new sources of supply. Because nobody can change like that. You just don't do it. Because you normally, healthy people, they have the routines, they know what they want to do, they explore and try new things, and then if it doesn't work out, it's fine, no big deal. But they're stable. They have a sense of calmness, of presence, of being. The narcissist is quite the opposite. They're always in a state of flux, of chaos, of disruption, of running around, of looking for things. They can't be satisfied. They're always on the go. And when you were first with the narcissist, maybe you were fooled into thinking, wow, this really is a great person that I can spend time with and just be on the couch watching a Netflix documentary, or going to the beach and just enjoying watching the ocean waves come in and be peaceful and share memories and thoughts and future ideas. No, that's not possible, because the narcissists, they always need to be looking for something to keep them occupied. It's as if they can't be satisfied just being in the moment. They can't. And it's no more evident than when the narcissistic relationship ends. It ends with a thud, a crash. It's disruptive, it's destruction. It leaves your head spinning most times. And when that happens, after you put the pieces of the puzzle together, you understand, oh my goodness, this was a narcissist. What the heck was that? And then you get the education on channels like mine and many others. And thank you for being here, by the way. And you understand, oh my goodness, I can't get over this. Like, that's why that happened. That's why this is happening. That's why this took place. And you get more and more understanding of not only narcissism, but your relationship overall, which is beautiful. It's healthy. It's called being able to introspect and digging in deep within yourself and figuring out why you got in the relationship, how it happened, to prevent this from happening again, to understanding that it wasn't your fault, that you were completely manipulated during the whole relationship from the very minute you met them until the very end of the discard, or however it ended. Excuse me. But do you know the narcissist? You don't. There's a good chance right now their hair is different, the way they look is different, the way their clothes they're wearing is different, the way they're talking, acting, the circle of friends they're in, all of these things, whatever makes them them, I'm certain a lot of it's different. Now, the core being of the narcissist will always be the same. It will always be a treacherous, deceitful, manipulating, lying person who needs a host to keep them validated, to give them supply. In the past, that host was you. Now, presently, the host is somebody else. But the core being of the narcissist will always be the same. But their appearance, the way they talk, walk, act, the hobbies they do, the circle of friends they have, the new relationship they have is a classic. This will all be different. And if you actually think about it, you know it's true, because the narcissists, think about this, it's so fun for them, sincerely, to manipulate people and to see how long it takes these people to actually catch on, to understand that, wow, this person actually is toxic for me, I don't need this. Or for that person to say, wow, that behavior is abhorrible, I'm not going to put up with that any longer, I'm going to end the relationship. And then they understand, oh my goodness, maybe it was a narcissist, let's go, and they would do the homework. Now, I'm not saying everyone on the planet's a narcissist, not even close. I'm saying if you're here on this channel, I'm certain you experienced a narcissistic abusive relationship in some capacity. That's what you're doing, you're educating yourself. But the narcissist just jumps from person to person, country to country, town to town, city to city, relationship to relationship, business to business, neighborhood to neighborhood, friend to friend. And all they want to do is destroy, take, manipulate. Because the narcissist, remember, they can have all the money in the world, they can have all the social circle in the world, they can have all of the beach houses, they can have all the tangible things. It will never be enough. Play that again. It will never be enough, because they can't be satisfied. It is like trying to fill a cup. You have a cup, and there's water going in the cup, and the cup has a hole in it, and it's always draining. So you can never fill it, because it's not going to stay. That's exactly their existence each and every day. It's an endless quest. So guys, do you know the narcissist? I'm certain you don't. Maybe many of you think, yeah, no, I know them inside and out. But do you really? What about all the things they did behind your back during the relationship? What about the smear campaign that they used when the relationship ended and or during the relationship? What about all the times they told you they would text you and get back to you or call you when they didn't? What about all the gaslighting, the stonewalling, the mirroring, the projection? What about all the blame shifting, the rage fits? These things that you experienced, there are so many people that experienced them with that exact same narcissist that you're thinking about right now. It wasn't just you, and it won't ever be just you, because if your relationship ended, someone new is getting this exact same treatment right now. They really are. And if before you, someone else got it, I'm certain. Because the narcissist is not stable, they're not level, they're not calm and comfortable in their own skin. They need to constantly be bouncing around, looking for disruption, getting supply, getting attention, being in control, manipulating circumstances, situations, people, places, events, anything they possibly can, because that's how they regulate themselves. So guys, to close the video, do you know the narcissist? I actually don't think you do. I don't think anybody knows the narcissist. I sincerely don't. Yes, you may have spent 20, 30, 50 years with them. I understand all that. And you may know them inside and out. But you weren't with them each and every day. You weren't with them when they were on those weekend getaways. You weren't with them when they were on those business trips. You weren't with them. You're not in their head. And all the things that they thought, think, did, or were doing, we don't know. We'll never know. What we do know, it was a manipulative relationship. It was absolutely toxic, and it was the most difficult thing you probably had to experience. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great evening. Stay blessed, stay strong, stay true. Be on the path. Continue to move forward each and every day, becoming the best version of yourself possible. And know one thing. You know who you are. You know exactly where you want to be and where you're going. Does the narcissist? No. They have no goal, no clear-cut pattern. What they're doing is just going to be looking for new supply all over the globe. That's what they do. So guys, that's it. I hope you liked it. I loved it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, have a great evening. Bye-bye. Good night.